Development Authority of Grenada, PDA, is enforcing regulations to curb illegal, disorderly, and unauthorized development in several locations throughout the state of Grenada. The authority is concerned that structures mainly associated with vending are negatively impacting the environment, has undesirable public health and sanitation consequences, present obstructions to vehicle and pedestrian traffic, can become projectiles during adverse weather conditions, and generally affect the aesthetics of the nation. The PDA will work along with stakeholder ministries and institutions to effect the demolition, removal, and disposal of structures which fall in the category of illegal and disorderly development, commencing January 2024. In this regard, persons who vend in or occupy such illegal structures are advised to secure their personal belongings and have the structures removed ahead of the planned PDA demolition operations. These actions of the PDA have become necessary to safeguard and protect public health and the environment, ensure the safety and well-being of all citizens and visitors, discourage any future disorderly construction, and encourage compliance to regulations pertaining to physical development in the state of Grenada. This is a message from the Planning and Development Authority of Grenada.
I want you folks to play these 3 games from the NLA. Daily pick 3 cash flow and play with. You will be supporting sports and culture, nation building and our future. So go out and play, folks, make it a must. You will see what the national lottery is doing for us. When you play pick 3 cash flow and play with, the NLA will support you all the way.
Starting September 30th, Monday to Friday, these 3 games will be drawn mid-morning, 9:45 a.m., midday, 12:45 p.m., and evenings, 7:45 p.m. The National Lotteries, supporting sports, culture, and nation building.
Sunday money day.
Yeah. Welcome to Ride Along Live for today. Where's my camera? You are my camera today. Okay, you're gonna work with me, right? You gonna work with me, work together? All right, good. Welcome to Ride Along Live. But I kind of like this one. Yeah, you my camera today. All right. Yes, welcome to Ride Along Live, guys. It's Wednesday. What's pissing me off? In fact, what's pissing you off? You know, it's important that we have this program, right? Because you don't want to keep all this stuff that's pissing you off on your chest and then it fester, right? So every week, every day, every week, guys, we bring this program for you so you could regurgitate all that nasty thing inside that's pissing you off. Yes. So that's why we have this program, guys. It's Wednesday. Share the thing, share the program. We have a bunch of things to talk about, a lot of things. In fact, we also have a guest. Mr. Legz is with us because Mr. Legz has a lot of things, a few things. One thing in particular that's really pissing him off. He made a comment on social media this week, and we're going to talk about it. My good friend, Mr. Legz. And one of a few things that you guys don't know, Mr. Legz was the second guest ever on Ride Along. When we started, Mr. Legz was the second guest, right? Second guest. Was it the first? The first official show, but second guest, you could say. So we have a long history. All right, we'll talk to Mr. Legz. Share the thing, guys. A lot to discuss, a lot to talk about. Share it, share it, share it, share it, and share it. Riders, Ride Along Live for today. Guys, let me tell you before we go anywhere, any further. Before we go any further, guys, let me show you guys some of the new things that, some of the Grenadian products that was just made for us, just recently made for us. And these items are going to be inside of our kiosk. You know, we have this kiosk in the Esplanade Mall. So we just had this specially handmade, right? Handmade stuff. And it's going to be available for you in the Esplanade Mall. We have this license plate cover, right? We have license plate covers, so you could, you know, represent for the 50th anniversary. Of course, we have the shirts and everything like that, but these are different stuff, just made. Of course, you got to represent for, put this on your card. These are the bumper stickers. So we have bumper stickers, guys. All out, you know, because 50 is a big deal. Bumper stickers, a whole bunch of them. Just a whole bunch of bumper stickers. and license plate cover, and all this stuff, handcraft, handmade. I think I like there's this clear ones, because you guys know I'm a Rasta, so that's all I wear. You know, I have all my different this and that. Yeah, so this one is gonna add to my collection. This one right here. So anybody want to buy it for me, they could do that. But if you're going to be in Grenada, you could pick it up at the kiosk, all right? And of course, you know, the Riders headphones, the best sounding headphones, clack, clack, Bluetooth headphones. These are the Riders headphones. These are also available. You could check it out at the kiosk as well. Yeah, a lot of things happening. A lot of things happening. And I have bags. You have everything, man. Everything you could find. All right, guys, let's get into it. Now that my shopping TV segment of the program just ended. Okay, so guys, let's first talk about one thing, because right before we came on the program, I got wind from someone that apparently, and that is something that may hit the press by later this evening or tomorrow. What we're hearing is that the opposition party is calling a press conference tomorrow, we believe, or in the week, to discuss measures that have been taken by the current administration that sort of leave out or is leaving out certain members of the opposition party. So we have been told by a very credible source that the opposition party called a meeting yesterday and called for its members to come together on a press conference tomorrow to announce or make announcement that the certain fragment or segment of the population should boycott the 50th anniversary celebration. Now, this is a serious thing, right, for a lot of people, because, you know, depending on what side you look at it, no matter what side you look at it, I should say, a big celebration rings good for everyone, right? It doesn't matter if you're NNP or NDC, the influx of visitors that are coming to Grenada is a big deal. So I want to hear your take on this, guys, because again, this is important, because if we call in, if certain segment of the population is potentially calling for a boycott of the celebration, it means that certain people or certain segment of the population won't be involved in the entire celebration that is Grenada, Carrick, Wampiti, Martinique. So I want to put this out there before we talk to Mr. Legz. What are your thoughts on that? What are your thoughts on that? And what is it? Even some members of the opposition. Let's talk about the inclusivity or non-inclusivity, as you might see it, of the celebration. That you think that the whole population should not be a part of. Why the whole population should not be engaged and celebrating. I saw, of course, there was pinning people all over the place. School children getting pinned, everybody getting pinned. And I learned also yesterday that there was a second set of pin that is being put on sale, right? So there's this pin that is celebrating 50th anniversary. And it's like there's a competitive pin that is on the market, but this one is for sale. And it is geared towards what I believe it's sort of separating. But again, guys, I'm opening up, right? Because that's what I'm seeing. Let me know what your thoughts about that. Because like at the end of the day, we are a population of 100,000 people or so. We're not like a million people. We're 100,000 people, and the population is so small. If we segment the population so drastically in a celebration of the 50th anniversary, what does that mean for us, right? And who does it benefit at the end of the day? Give me a call, 718-701-5720. I saw this, someone brought this to light, and I said, let me talk about it really quickly and hear what's your take on this. Again, guys, we're hearing that the opposition New National Party held a meeting yesterday to discuss a press conference that might be held or will be held tomorrow to discuss the possible boycott of the independence, 50th anniversary of independence celebration. And they are calling for a collective response from the MPs in putting one voice in making or pushing out to supporters that they should boycott the celebration. So give me a call. Let me know what you guys think about this, guys. Let us discuss quickly. The number that you call, let me put it up on the screen, 718-701-5720. That's 718-701-5720. Let us talk. All right, what you saying? Let me see the chat. Yeah? Call in. Call in. The phone line's open. Yeah, I find the people mix up, right? Listen, guys. Here's my take on this. Right? Here's my take on this. I think everybody should come together, guys. I'm just for people coming together. If the government, the NDC and the administration is in any way doing anything to separate or in doing anything to push aside supporters of the NNP, that is equally as bad or worse. Let me take this call in the system. Call A Live, where are you calling us from? Hello? All right, caller, hold on. Hold on, caller. Caller, are you there? Hello?
I'm here and I hear.
Okay, go ahead, caller. I'm trying to bring you in the system, but it wasn't going through. So go ahead with your comments.
All right. Good night, Junior, and good night to everybody.
Yes.
Junior, that's some quite interesting information. I know we were hearing something similar to that with regards to the police from the opposition when we had, the matter with some persons being displeased about the promotion situation and all of that. Now, I do believe that some instances, maybe, I don't know if the government had invited the opposition for some of the pinning ceremonies. No, I would have liked to see some of them, especially the MPs, being involved in some of the pinning ceremonies at the schools. It was a nice initiative. I would have liked to see some of them. I did see some of the senators started taking on, like I saw Senator Cox was assisting MP Andrews. I saw the young man from St. George's Northwest also, doing his civic duties, being a part of the cleaning up and all of that. No, I was very impressed with some of the community spirit that was happening with the cleaning and all of that. Now, to say boycott the ceremony, I think that's a bit extreme. What I think probably could have happened is if the opposition was displeased about something, maybe they should have called a meeting with the government and say, hey guys, we feel a bit left out. We would like to be a part of this. But at the same time, Junior, this is a country matter. So if you are not invited, I don't know what's the exact protocol, if they should be invited. The MPs, I definitely think they should, because that is their duty. That's a part of their duty.
No, they should be invited. They should be invited.
Definitely. I believe they should have been invited in the pinning. I was a bit disappointed that I didn't see them a part of the pinning ceremonies. No, I don't know what's going on for some of the events, if they're not being invited to some of the events, because there are so many events happening. So I don't know if they're not getting letters of invitation for those events. But at the same time, Junior, sometimes we don't play our political cards right, because if I'm a part of the opposition and I'm not invited, maybe
you better. The nigga you fucking now or the nigga you
their people, and maybe thereafter then they use it as political mileage and say we were not invited. However, because we love the people, we showed up, we did our duties regardless. But to say boycott, when you say boycott, what exactly you mean? This is not a National Democratic Congress event. It's a Grenada event. And I think it's all and well for Grenada. Persons are interested. I see people in Jamaica talking about it. I see it on certain media pages. So I don't know when you say boycott, but I guess I have to wait until tomorrow to hear what exactly is going to be happening. But I don't really agree for this boycotting, because it's not an NNP thing, it's not an NDC thing. And I think it was a one time since election I saw that persons from the opposition and persons from the government side were just putting this thing aside and say, okay, even if we're going to laugh about it, it's for Grenada.
Right.
So I don't know, but I'm going to wait and see if there is an actual conference tomorrow and what is going to be said there.
All right.
But that's my opinion for now.
Thank you so much, caller. We appreciate you. 718-701-5720. Let's talk about this, guys. It's that time, I believe, and I'll say it loud, right? if it is a time for the government to put aside any kind of political, whatever they're doing right now, put aside that and let's talk about Grenada and building Grenada. Now, we want support from all sectors. We want the diaspora to come down. And you know when the diaspora come down, especially in a time like this is not carnival. And the amount of people as you coming down, you swear think it's like August, right? That means that it's going to be an economic boost for Grenada. And that doesn't only affect the one side of the country or one side of the population who is green or yellow. It affects everyone positively. So everybody should be like wiling up support to bring people down to Grenada, right? Far and wide. Every Grenadian, it's your duty and obligation to do so. Every single person. So if it is somehow being undermined by the government, then the government is making a big mistake. Now, if it is that the opposition is seriously thinking about pulling this off or try to call for some kind of boycott because of, for whatever reason, that cannot be done other than, meeting and consultation and whatever, I believe that it means very bad for the country. My take on it. Few more calls before we jump to Mr. Legz, 718-701-5720. Let's talk about this, guys. Let's talk about it. 718-701-5720. I saw someone said that, in fact, they were invited. I don't know. All right. Turn up. Let's see if I'm getting my audio thing back up here so I could take some calls. 718-701-5720. All right. We go bounce back to it. Let's go into Mr. Legz. Now, recently, Mr. Legz, artiste, cultural ambassador of Grenada, he too said he felt somewhat left out. He posted this on his social media page. He said, as a cultural ambassador and someone who has done and is doing so much for Grenada and culture, I'm yet to get invited to a cultural function, etc. So when you guys don't see me on a Grenadian event, don't think it's because he feels he's bigger than the art form. It happens it's been happening for years now. I get treated like I'm not Grenadian. I'm a very established artist and producer, and I think it's time to get treated better. It doesn't bother me much because I'm doing my thing regardless. I'm just saying, one love for the people. All right, Mr. Legz is our guest right now. Let's talk to Hector Thomas, Mr. Legz. Legz, Wago.
Dear boy. Thank you for having me. Good afternoon to all the listeners and viewers.
We call them riders, man. We call them riders.
The riders. I see you have the bike thing going in Grenada, man. That's a really good idea, Junior. Trust me. That's a really good idea.
You know you go.
Yeah.
You see I'm a pin, right? You see I'm a pin? The ride along pin?
I ain't see.
You see it? Look at it right here.
How come I ain't get my pin yet?
That's the ride along pin.
I need to get my ride along pin. I have to come Grenada for that one.
Yeah. See it? Yes, Mr. Legz. Mr. Legz, let's talk about this because this kind of raised a lot of eyebrow when you posted that up, right? First of all, go deeper into what you were saying. What prompted you to make that post, that public acknowledgement?
Well, Junior, it's something that has been happening for a while, and I never really.
When you say a while, what do you mean?
For years now.
For years.
Yeah. For years now.
Okay.
And I never really speak publicly about it like that. But that morning, I actually got a call from a friend. He was telling me that he was in the barbershop last night, and this guys and I was drinking, and he was talking music and artists and stuff, and then my name came up with some other artists and stuff.
Right.
And a few of them was saying that, the same thing, Legz and them feel they reach already and they just forget where they come from and this and that. Look, it doesn't even seem doing Grenadian event. So when the person told me that the morning, that kind of touched me a little bit. Because on the outside, remember, the public don't see the outside of it, Junior. They might see it as, no, he feel it too big to perform. But they don't understand that sometimes it's not a case like that. we don't get invited, you know, to certain things. And as for me, the last thing I remember getting invited on was to perform with my band in Grenada Day up here. That was like first time in like years. And any other thing like that, and especially as a cultural ambassador, which I think we should get the first preference. Anything to do with Grenada, especially something like independence. I think we, the cultural ambassador, should be the first set of people that they call. You understand? Anyone disagree with me?
Yeah, let me dissect your post a little bit there, Mr. Legz. Let me dissect it because I first read it and now I'm really reading it. So you're saying you're a cultural ambassador and someone you've done and you're doing a lot for the country. True, you represented in you represented in Trinidad. You did excellent and continue to produce great music. I understand that and I support that 100%. You're yet to be invited to a cultural function. Right. Now, is it within this independence celebration more so than before? Because we did see you perform at the launch of Grenada.
Which launch? Which launch?
In New York.
No.
You didn't perform there?
Nope. I wasn't invited. I was not reached out to, anything like that.
You didn't perform on that stage?
Nope.
I swear I saw you there.
I wasn't invited. I still went and gave my support. I didn't perform, but I still went.
Okay. Oh, I probably saw you in the crowd. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're yet to be invited. So when you guys don't see me at a Grenadian event, don't think that don't think that he feel like he bigger than the art form. It's been happening for a while now. So let's talk about that. It's been happening for a while now. I know I asked you that question already. Have you voiced your opinion on it? Have you spoken about it before in the past?
Not publicly. Not publicly.
Why though? Why?
Because honestly, I don't know the answer to that, because like I said, it don't bother me much, but
it's obviously bothering you.
It's bothering me. You understand? Especially when people ask, yo, why you not on this? Why you not on this?
Right.
Imagine my dad called me one time and asked me, Legz, did they invite you to perform with anything that's going on right now in Grenada, whatever? And Junior, I paused for a moment because I didn't know what to tell my dad. I just had to tell him, you know, right now I'm just refocusing myself on different things right now.
Right.
You know? But that call, that morning, when the person called me and tell me that, is something that I've been hearing about myself and even other artists a while now.
Right.
He's really bigger than Grenada. He does move like he's not from Grenada. I heard it many times. There are people who sell it in my face and all.
Right.
You know? But that is not the case. I go hard for Grenada. Everywhere I perform, I let people know I'm from Grenada. Visit Grenada. Jab music. This, that, whatever it is. I go hard for Grenada. Everything that I do, I put Grenada first.
Right.
So it's not a case where I'm feel like I'm bigger than the art form or anything like that. I'm a very humble person. Who knows me know that I'm a very, very humble person. And I go hard for Grenada.
Right. And that we all know. But
yeah.
I still want to dwell on that happening for a while thing, Mr. Legz. And you being quiet about it. You not coming out and speak about it, because it's just like if you have something inside and it's really pissing you off and you don't say nothing. Nobody feel like it's bothering you. It's just a regular day in life of Mr. Legz.
But in life, Junior, what I learned, you can't stay silent for too long. Sometimes you have to speak up.
Right.
You know, let people know what's going on. So it's been bothering me. I've been silent about it. But I used that opportunity the morning when the person called me to say, no, I need to speak on this, because I don't want people to look at me as, you know, Junior, I do a lot of things, especially I have my events up here. I don't want people to feel, oh, he don't support Grenada, I'm not supporting him. It's nothing like that. When it comes to Grenada, trust me, I'm a very, very patriotic artist and Grenadian.
We know that. You had the bag, the Grenada bag.
Yeah.
What about this moment, right? What about this moment is more convenient than moments past for you to speak out about it?
Because I feel like it's 50, right? One, and also I'm a cultural ambassador now. Years ago, I wasn't a cultural ambassador. I've been a cultural ambassador for 4 years now.
For how much? 4 years?
About 3-4 years now. 3.5.
Okay.
From 2019 to now, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Right.
So it's been a while I've been a cultural ambassador. So, like I said, I feel like cultural ambassador, there's a reason why we have that passport. There's a reason why we signed that contract as a cultural ambassador, because we are doing a service for our country.
Right.
You understand? We go over there, we promote Grenada, whatever. Each and every time I work with a different artist or I perform in a different place, I'm representing Grenada. And I was always keep that in my head. I'm a cultural ambassador. I'm very careful on how I'm conducting myself, because I'm not just an artist anymore. I'm a cultural ambassador.
Well, you're a cultural ambassador that is an artist. What are the obligations in that contract, in that agreement that you signed as a cultural ambassador? What are your obligations that you're asked to fulfill as a cultural ambassador?
I can't remember everything off my head, but I know when it comes to giving back, like certain events, like if I'm not mistaken, like Carnival launch.
Right.
Well, basically the same thing. They have to reach out. They have to reach out to us for our service. They have to reach out. They're supposed to give us that first preference.
Right.
To be a part of it.
Okay.
You know? Yeah, so it's basically the same thing.
So okay, so let's see. Let's look before you was a cultural ambassador. Do you think that you got more invitation, more bookings, or more attention from the said people? And are we speaking about private, or are we speaking about government entities or NGOs, or not government NGOs, government run enterprise, or are we talking about independent promoters?
Well, I don't want to talk too much on independent promoters, because...
So we're speaking specifically about government events.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like
things that has to do with Grenada and government or whatever committee, and
right.
Those type of things.
Specifically about that, right?
Yeah.
Before you was a cultural ambassador, do you believe that you got more bookings, more calls, more engagement from the said people who don't call you now?
Junior, I've never gotten. Like I said, the only thing I remember performing on was Grenada Day with my band. That was in 20... When was that? You were there. You were in 20...
Yeah, I remember you
22?
Yeah, I remember you performed with your band.
Yeah.
Right.
That's the only time I've gotten a call to perform in something that has to do with Grenada, or to be a part of it, or just to be there.
Right.
You understand? Because sometimes it's not all about performing only. Just to be there alone, like
all right, we lost Mr. Legz video, but I'm sure we're gonna get it back. We're talking live here with Mr. Legz, Hector Thomas, and he's saying that he's a cultural ambassador, and he don't feel that engagement, not specifically from the private promoter's perspective, but more from the government, the Spice Mass Corporation, and anything government arrange. He don't feel like he get that engagement, and he feel like he should get more because he's a cultural ambassador. Mr. Legz, you back with us?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, good. All right, so
sorry about that.
You're not saying that it's political, because you say it's happening for a while.
Nah, listen, I don't want to get into the taking side things. Like I say, it's been happening for a while. It's been happening for a while, and I feel like I said in my post, I feel like I make like really good contribution. It's not like I'm some type of shitty artist. It's not like I'm some type of shitty producer or whatever it is. I've been doing a lot. And I just feel a way when people ask me, Junior. Like, it's a different feeling when people ask, because to not get invited is one, and then because say, oh, they didn't invite me to that. All right, it's fine, think whatever. But then when people start asking, and then people start making comments like he think he's bigger than the art form, that's why you don't see him doing this type of things. They don't know better. So the main reason for my post is because of that, to clear that up. When you don't see us doing, and not me alone, other artists too, when you don't see us doing things like that, is not a case where we don't want to do it, or we feel like we are too big for that. I would never think that I'm too big to do anything for Grenada. Never.
Right.
Never. It's not gonna happen.
If it's not politics, because we already ruled that out, because you said it's been happening even before. It's not politics. You're not taking sides. It's not this party. It's not that party. It goes far beyond that. What do you think it is? When you analyze the whole thing, because I'm sure you sat and you analyzed and you figure out.
I feel like it has to do with the people that they put to make the decisions.
But people, these people are not consistently there. they change it up. They have these people and then administration change. And
That's what I'm saying. Let me finish my point, and you don't understand what I'm saying.
right,
So, for example, if they put, say, like, for example, I'm going to use you as an example.
right,
If they put you, they say, Junior, we are planning the show for such and such, whatever it is, right?
right.
And we want to put you in charge to get the artists. Now, if they don't lay the rules, if they don't say, Junior, you must contact the cultural ambassador first. Give them that first preference.
Right.
Now, which you would make sure that you're looking out for your people first, right? You will call whoever artist that you're closer to and the people who you're friends with, right? You will make sure that they own that because they didn't give you no rules. They just give you the job to choose whoever to make the show happen.
Is it a possibility that a lot of the promoters, whether it's private or public event, they ultimately would look for the biggest hit? Because if I'm doing a promotion, I don't care who is left, right, or center, who is blue, green, yellow, or purple. I want the artist on my stage that could pull the most crowd. Do you think that they're making that assessment from that perspective? And they are in a sense not understanding the power that you bring. Do you think that they misunderstand and they misinterpret your power of magnitude to pull? That's why time and time again they are not bringing you on a stage. Do you think that that's a possibility?
I don't think that's a possibility. Like I said, with private events, it's different. Yeah, if you're having a show, you're putting a show together, then you want to look for artists that might be trending at the time or whatever it is, whatever, blah blah blah, to bring people out, right?
Right.
But like I said, Junior has a cultural function. When it's a culture, we're talking about Grenada.
Right.
Right? We're talking about Grenada here. This has nothing to do with whether he has a big song at the moment or whether he can bring 10,000 people or whatnot.
Right.
You understand? This person has been making contribution to the art form for years. This person also has hit songs.
Right.
You understand? This person has been doing good as a producer as well. This person is a cultural ambassador. So for a cultural event, especially when it has to do with the government or the carnival committee or whatnot,
right,
these are not private events.
So
cultural ambassadors should reach out to cultural ambassadors first.
So let me ask you a question along those lines again. What if for that season the cultural ambassador does not have a song, a trending song, a big song? Should they still pull that cultural ambassador on?
Junior, it doesn't.
For years to come, that artist didn't come out with a big hit trending song. Are they still obligated to pull a cultural ambassador on?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yes, because we are cultural ambassadors. It's different than being just a regular artist. We are cultural ambassador. It's like being a minister or whatever it is. We hold a different status.
So hold on, cultural ambassador and minister, they're like on par?
I'm not saying they're on the same level, minister, but we are all giving a service to the country. Ministers, they have to look out for the people. We are looking out for the country. We are representing Grenada. You understand where I'm coming from?
Right.
You understand? Cultural ambassador should get first preference, Judy. You understand? Cultural ambassador. So that's what I'm saying. Come back to my point. If they give you the job to put together a show that has to do with the government or the carnival committee or whatever, these are not private events. You have to let the person that you put in charge know. Reach out to the cultural ambassadors first. Make sure that they're available. See if they want to be a part of it first. Give them that option.
So is that something in the agreement? Because if they breached that agreement, if that agreement was signed between the government of Grenada and the cultural ambassadors, and these agreements are being breached, then they're in breach of the agreement with the cultural ambassadors. Is that an obligation that was set forth by the contract that you signed or any one of the cultural ambassadors signed to always be first?
There were information like this in there. Like I said, I don't want to quote anything because I don't have the contract in front of me right now. But there were a lot of information in there that has to do with things like that.
Right. Oh. And do the cultural ambassador have to perform for free? Do they have to, as an obligation, perform for free, or they have to be paid?
That I'm not sure.
Okay.
That I'm not sure. I don't want to talk on that right now.
Right. See, all these questions we need to understand, because again, if there is a breaching agreement, right, and I think that needs to be very, very clear. When you sat and you are presented with a ambassadorial role, a cultural ambassador, that's very significant. It's very significant because your obligation is, you an ambassador for the culture. That is what you see me. You're ambassador. I ain't no ambassador. I never was an ambassador, right? But you're an ambassador. I need to know what you want of me. What are you asking of me to do? And I need to know your obligation. And I need to say, you know what? If you're asking XYZ of me, then you need to book me on every single show, pay me XYZ. Anytime there is a cultural event happening, XYZ, pay me that, take me there, whatever, so that there is a mutual agreement. There's no gray areas. I don't know if the agreement between cultural ambassadors was somehow signed without the artists having a full disclosure as to what the obligations are. Then we'll be like talking about all these things, and then you would be very fluent and knowledgeable in terms of your obligation, right?
Like I said, Junior, I have an idea as when it comes to most of the things in the contract, but I don't want to quote anything from the contract right now because I do not have it in front of me.
Right.
You understand? But from reading the contract, I remember when we signed, there were a lot of things like that in there.
Right.
You know?
No, that's important.
And we also have to give back. We also have to give back. Not everything they ask us to do, but we also have to give back as well. I know that are in there for real. That is in there for real.
Okay, right. Guys, we're talking here with Mr. Legz. Again, Mr. Legz posted his dissatisfaction on his social media page when he said that as a cultural ambassador, he doesn't get invited to much stuff. And I know Mr. Legz, and let me tell you, you can say whatever you want about Mr. Legz, but I know for a fact Mr. Legz is one of the best producers in the Caribbean. Produced songs for many, many artists. Marsha Montano, Skinny Band, Skinny Fabulous, you name it. He is one of the best that ever touched those keyboards, that ever been inside of a studio. He produced songs for Specky, and you name it. He makes the artists songs good, as well as he's a brilliant writer and an artist. Mr. Legz represented Grenada in Trinidad and Tobago, and he placed third, right? And he continued to do that up to this point. But what Mr. Legz is saying, that over the years, he had been overlooked, like people hadn't even seen his raw talent. And we're trying to find out why. Mr. Legz, do you think it's a personality thing? Do you think that your personality contracts?
No, I don't think so. And Junior, I'm not going to sit here and say people are not seeing my talent. Junior, I have a lot of supporters. There's people who see my talent and acknowledge it all the time. You understand? And again, I do not want this conversation to be, I don't want to put too much emphasis on, like, I'm really having a problem with that, Junior.
Right.
Like I said, the reason for my post, I don't want to get looked at as that person that feel he's too much to perform in Grenadian function.
Right.
You understand? This is the main reason for my post. Like I said, it's been happening for years. I never really spoke on it like that. But we're having the conversation. I'm letting you know that this is one of the reasons why. And like I said, I feel like cultural ambassadors and people who has made like really good contribution to the art form should get some type of invitation when it comes to events and things like that.
Absolutely. Okay, let's jump to the phone lines. We got a caller on the line. Let me see if I can put it into my system again. Been giving problems for the whole day. Caller, you live? Can you hear me? Caller, hold on.
I am feeling a bit tired tonight.
All right, caller. Yes, go ahead. We're hearing you now. Go ahead.
I am feeling a bit tired tonight. So I was actually tuned in very early to speak to Mr. Legz. But when you asked the first question, I had to call. So I'm being a bit prayerable to call back. But, I'd like to ask Mr. Legz. How long is someone an ambassador? Is it something for 1 year, a forever thing? How long is it?
Right. Okay. So she's asking, what is the period? Is it cultural ambassador for the rest of your life? Is it for 5 years? Is it for until an administration change? Do you re-up on the thing after a year?
No, it's for the rest of your life unless you do something that would bridge that contract. Like if you get involved in any like illegal stuff or whatever it is, then yeah, they can take it back from you. But once you have that, you have it. They can't really take it back unless you do something to make them have a reason to take it back.
Caller?
Okay. No, I'd also like to ask him, what does he do with regards to his service in giving back to Grenada? For example, I know Killer does his thing differently. He do a lot of speaking about Grenada, and so there he comes on your program, he does his civic duty. We see Looney Spark and Electrify, they're going into the schools, they're doing their stuff, they have the kids carnival thingy, they're doing their thing. We know Dash do his stuff, Talpri. So what does he do with regards to service and giving back to Grenada? Not really over there where he said he has his show, because that's kind of different. But like service, like for the culture and for the kids and for the young people, or just Grenada, in Grenada, or even over there.
Well, one, to answer that question, Junior, I help a lot of artists. The thing about me, I don't speak on what I do. You know, a lot of artists will do stuff and then come and speak and say they do this or do that. I do a lot of stuff that I don't speak on because I do it with the kindness of my heart. I do it without anything in return. So I've been a producer for years now. I worked and helped a lot of young artists, even the older artists as well. I've produced songs for a lot of artists for free. And another thing is, Junior, right now, 90% of the artists and producers in Grenada are signed where they can distribute their songs and get monies every quarter of the year, right? Because of my efforts when I reached out to the company that I'm signed with. And do you remember that time when we went to Grenada?
Right.
I think it was 2016.
Yeah, I remember.
And we signed I went to every producer and artist and convinced them to sign that. And up to this day, they're happy about it. They get monies for the music. And I also help a lot of artists with contracts. People hit me up daily to ask for advice and help with contracts and stuff. You understand? So it's a lot of things that I do behind the scene that I don't really speak on like that.
Okay, well, that is actually commendable that you help the artists with the financial aspect of their career. But I kind of have it right down, because since I see Junior posted it earlier, I was a bit intrigued because you said that you haven't spoken about it before, but I've seen you speak about it before on Facebook. It's not the first time you have spoken about it.
No, I've never.
Like
something else I spoke. I never. When it comes to the culture stuff with independence, whatever it is, cultural event.
Obviously, you wouldn't be independent because
with the committee and all these things that I've never said anything towards that. Something else you saw.
The way I interpret it, you did speak about it, but that's okay. It's okay. You said you don't feel any way. It's okay if you feel away. It's okay.
No. You see, I'm not saying I don't feel away. It's natural to feel away. Anybody will feel away. There's artists who feel away.
It's not really bothering.
There's artists who feel away, but they wouldn't say anything. What I'm saying is, it's not bothering me as much. What is bothering me the most is the things that people will say when they don't see us doing the Grenadian function, things like that. Like he feels he's too big for the art form and things like that. That is bothering me a lot.
All right.
That's bothering me a lot.
Yeah. I
All
call
right,
her.
so the last thing I want to talk about. No, I just one thing I want to ask him again, Junior.
Uh-huh.
Did he reach out to some of those persons? Because I did see some artists, and I'm not defending them. I'm just curious. Because I did see some persons like the dance guy. I saw Donnell post that, they want to be a part of the activities. How can they give like their talent? Did you reach out to any one of them as the ambassador?
I did not reach out to anybody, and someone asked me that question, and I had to explain to them. Like I said earlier, Junior, when it comes to things like that, cultural ambassadors, they should always have the cultural ambassadors in mind as the first set of people to reach out to. Right? We don't have to reach out to them. If you understand what I'm saying, Junior. You understand? Cultural ambassadors should be the first set of people that you reach out to. Because the majority of people on the event didn't reach out to them. They reach out to them. You understand?
I see.
I know for a fact.
All right. Caller, we have to cut you off there. We have some other calls that we're trying to take. Thanks for your input right here. We're talking again to Mr. Legz. If you want to chime in, ask a question on the live, you could call at 718-701-5720. That's 718-701-5720. And Mr. Legz is dissatisfied with the level of respect that he's getting as a cultural ambassador. We got another caller on the line. Caller, live, where are you calling us from? All right, caller, hold on one second. Let me put you to the system. Stand by. Hold on, don't start yet. All right, caller, go right ahead.
I'm calling from Canada, but of course, I'm Grenadian to the bone.
Canada, Grenadian to the bone. Go right ahead, Canada.
Okay, so I am watching the show as well, and I have a few questions. The caller before kind of hit some of my points, like, why didn't he reach out to the committee rather than posting it? Rather than, putting all the indiscretions out there. Let's try fixing it in a way that it matters, right? Now, as a cultural ambassador, you said that there are certain standards that you would have to upkeep. Now, do you think as a cultural ambassador, posting it on Facebook was cultural ambassador styling or cultural ambassador expectation, if I should say, right? Now, secondly, I was wondering as well, okay, they're picking people. We have, let's say, 10 cultural ambassadors. Do you really think that you being based out of Grenada would put you on the priority list to attend an event in Grenada? Don't you think they would reach out to the ambassadors in Grenada first, or them because it would be cheaper for them to accommodate them or to bring them to the event? I think that's the way you should probably look at it. And then if you try looking at answers, getting answers from somebody in the committee, maybe that would be the answer you would get, but you never know because you went to Facebook rather than going to, the committee where it matters. That's just my contribution today.
All right.
Yeah. As a cultural ambassador, nothing is wrong with my post. I broke down my post in the simplest way, and who don't understand that, I don't know what to say again. I didn't say anything bad. I didn't try to disrespect anybody. I state my feelings on my reason for posting that again, Junior. Look, someone said in the comment section, they say, Legz and I feel better than the culture. And that is my point. That is my point. I don't regret my post because my post, I see other artists now start opening up as well. You understand?
Right.
Other artists start posting about it as well, like artists who feel like they should have been a part of. And I'm not only talking about this independence thing. Like I say, it's been happening a while now, Junior.
Right.
So let's not make it about only this celebration alone and different. I'm talking about in general. It's been happening, and I never said anything about it.
Right.
But I don't like when people are saying about artists they don't see doing stuff. And I'll share it about Vaughn too. They'll say it about Vaughn too. We are not bigger than the culture. Never. It's not going to happen. The culture is always bigger than the man.
Right.
You understand? So it's not a case like that.
All right. We got another call on the line. Caller live, where are you calling us from?
Junior, calling from Connecticut.
Connecticut, how you doing?
Good. I had to pull over to make that phone call because I think you was asking the wrong question. The gentleman is correct. because it's the 50th anniversary. So if you have culture ambassadors, the person in the ministry who is responsible for the Ministry of Youth and Culture, or whatever they call it, should send out a letter to every cultural ambassador, finding out their availability to whatever event they want to place them in. I completely agree with this. I don't know the gentleman, but I agree with him. Maybe he went and expressed his feeling on Facebook maybe the wrong way, but I totally agree with him. Every cultural ambassador should have get something from the ministry stating what they're doing and what they want them to be involved in.
Well, no, caller.
That's my contribution.
To my point, what I'm saying is that point of cultural ambassador sounds vague, right? Because one, are you a cultural ambassador until the day you die? Is there an expiration date on being a cultural ambassador? What is cultural ambassador getting, and what does cultural ambassador supposed to give back? That has to be a very clear understanding.
No. As a cultural ambassador, you are representing Grenada. So everything you do as a individual person reflects whatever decision you make reflect back on Grenada. So he has to carry himself in a certain way.
Well, that is almost everybody.
Ambassador.
Oh, let me. I am not a cultural.
No. Cultural ambassador, ministers have to carry themselves in certain way and certain manners because it reflects. Because they are part of that tourism, getting tourists to Grenada, getting people to come see Grenada.
Right.
That's why they have that title,
yes.
Cultural ambassadors.
Absolutely.
You understand? So I totally agree with him. Whosoever is responsible, Ministry of Youth and Culture, Youth and Sports, or whatever, they should have sent a letter to every ambassador, letting them know, trying to find out their availability for any event they want them to take part in. I totally agree with the young man.
Thank you so much, caller. Appreciate
Thank you, Junior.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, caller.
On the line, let's jump to the next call. Caller live, where are you calling us from?
From Toronto.
Toronto, go right ahead.
Yes, that young man who is a cultural ambassador, I think what happens is that when you're appointed to be a cultural ambassador,
yeah,
it has a term limit, right? And once you're out of there, it's obvious they will reappoint somebody else. So if every cultural ambassador went through, if they decide to call everybody, let's say 10, 20 years from now, and they are still alive, they can't call everybody. They just have to call the one who is a cultural ambassador at the time. See what I mean?
Right.
You understand me, right? Because everybody has a term limit.
But the understanding is that there's no term limit on a cultural ambassador. Now, here's what I agree with. I completely agree that every cultural ambassador should be involved in national events. I completely agree.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yes,
agree.
I understand what you're talking about. I had to deal with someone who was a cultural ambassador,
Right.
and right now she's no longer. She's no longer a cultural ambassador. Someone else has been appointed.
Right.
You see what I mean?
Right.
So you have it's like being in politics. You know, you lose the election and that's it.
Right. Okay.
Right?
All right.
Okay.
Well, I want the cultural ambassadors to get everything that is due to them. No shortcuts. Give them everything that is due to them. Got another call on the line. Caller live. Where you calling us from?
Hey, Junior.
Hey, caller. Go right ahead.
Calling from Brooklyn.
Yes, Brooklyn.
Hi, Legz. How you doing? So
Good night, man.
need to understand and get a clear understanding, a clear cut across the board of what is expected of a cultural ambassador. Because a lot of people have that confused. Even some of the artists as well that were given the title probably don't even understand what the cultural ambassador roles are. And not only cultural ambassadors, I think our artists on a whole deserve much more respect. Right? For example, we have artists that don't make finals or for a particular competition, and they win the semifinals, but finals come and they stand up outside by the security booths looking for somebody to bring them in. Or not saying they don't have to buy a ticket or they deserve a pass, but just as an artist that contributed to the art form and made the contributions this season, I don't think they should be standing by the side, by the entrance, or by the gate waiting for somebody to bring a pass for them, or for any other artist of that say. I think more needs to be done for all artists across the board, including our cultural ambassadors, whatever their expectations are, whatever they require of them, and that's my take on it, honestly.
Right. Thank you, caller.
And I feel just how your management team reach out and sort it out.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Thank you, caller, for your input.
All right, caller. Bless up, man.
Lex, let me ask you a question. Have you reached out to any ministry or head of ministry, CEO, whatever, to discuss?
Junaid, the thing about me, a lot of people don't know, right? I've been reaching out to ministers and things for such a long time because, I'm always trying to see how I can fix certain issues when it comes to especially the cultural part of Grenada, right? I remember when the first administration was there, I reached out to them on so many levels to get workshops, to get people to come down and host writing workshop, mixing and mastering so that our music could sound better and different things like that. Junior, recently, like 2-3 weeks ago, before when Ron Redhead was the minister, I was talking to him about things we can put in place to get paid for our music being played on the radio station. I was in talk before when NMP was in power. I had meetings and meetings with Cox. He was the minister of youth at the time.
Right.
Meetings to see how we can put things in place and host workshops. I was trying to get Casey Phillips, which is my friend. They were doing this thing where they're going around in different islands and hosting different workshops and stuff. I was trying to get that in Grenada. Like I said, so much things I'll be doing behind closed doors. I don't talk about it.
Right.
Because I'm not the type of person. So much things and so much people that I've done stuff for. And the reason why they make us cultural ambassadors is because we are doing things like that.
Right.
They don't just give us that like that. Because we have done well for Grenada. So that's why they give us that cultural ambassadorship.
Right. Point taken. Let's jump back to the phone lines. We got another call on the line. Caller live, where are you calling us from?
Hi, good evening. I'm calling from Boston.
Boston, go right ahead.
Hi, Lex. How are you?
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. This is Desi. Listen, everybody is focusing. Yes, everybody is focusing on that post and that 50th anniversary, and they're not listening to Legz. Legz said that this been going on for many years. It's not just this. And I personally know, and I also had reached out to Legz and asked him, did they reach out to him? And when I was told a couple years ago it was something that was going on in Brooklyn, and I reached out to someone, and they said to me, they're not going to put Legz on the show because Legz thinks he's Trini. And that stems from him going to and performing in Trinidad, and he had a Grenada flag and a Trini flag in his pocket. And now they think that he's Trini. So I had to defend him on that because Legz was in Trinidad. He's giving love to everybody, the Trini, the Grenadians. But Legz is always promoting Grenada. So when people sitting up there and only focusing on that one thing, they have to listen to him.
Right.
Yes. And someone had also from Canada calling saying about the money and whatever, bringing him down there. When they had the carnival launch last year in Brooklyn, 90% of the artists that they brought up from Grenada was in the Grenada launch. Yeah. So it's not a money thing. They have something against Legz, and I'm telling you, I know that personally. Legz, my darling, you know I love you. Your cousin love you. Don't bother with them. Up, 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 up. No matter if you're red, green, yellow, Grenadian, we going up. Be strong, and I love you.
Thank you so much, caller. Thank you so much,
People,
caller.
bless up, bless you. Thank you.
We got another caller on the line. Caller, you live? Where you calling us from?
Hi, Junior, Gabby.
Hey,
Brooklyn.
Gabby. Whoa, yo, yo. You know things nice when
Gabby.
You know things nice when Gabby calls.
Hey, let me tell you, Junior.
Yes.
My piece is on the wider perspective here
Right.
with our Ministry of Culture.
I was
And
getting
this
to
is
that.
not
Yes.
a today. This is not a today thing. This
My
is a
point.
thing that's happening for years.
My point.
I have stood outside of the stadium gate with past Calypso, Soca, Groovy, Monarch, begging to go inside backstage in the stadium. This is a complete and utter disrespect on all levels, not cultural ambassador or whatever it is. People who are working hard and giving us music every year and being a part of the culture. One person can make carnival, two people can make carnival, three people can make the culture. Everybody has to come together to build our culture. And this is what everybody who participates is doing. And to me, I feel like if people who have participated and built our culture need respect. And that starts with the people at the Ministry of Culture.
Right. Yeah.
I don't care if Legz is a cultural ambassador, if he is not a cultural ambassador, whatever it is. But they need to start putting respect on these artists' name and the fact that these people are promoting Grenada, cultural ambassador or not. I feel like if time and time again, too much of Calypsonians and soca artists are being disrespected, and this is not under no party. This is the Ministry of Culture under NNP and NDC. You all need to do better. Whoever is in the Ministry of Culture, everybody in there, from the person sweeping the floor to the person that is the PS to the minister. And it doesn't matter if it's current or past. We need to change that because it's an ongoing problem. There is no reason for somebody like Randy Isaac, who has contributed so much to our culture, to have to beg for a ticket to go to the stadium. There needs to be a functional list of people, cultural ambassadors, people who have kind of like given us so much that we need to put some respect on their thing, that we need to, even if we're not paying them to show up or whatever, as Legz was asking, he said he was only asking for an invite. So extend an invite to them. If they come, they come. If they don't come, they don't come. But at least you're courteous enough to say, hey, I'm inviting you. This is where you sit.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. Good point.
Yes. So I
Gabby.
think it's something, Legz, I think it's something y'all need to do as a group. And that's why I always say people need to team up as organizations. And that's where organization comes in place in terms of Calypsonians and soca artists and Grenadians in the art form as well. That's why y'all need to come together as a solid team and stand up for each other.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Gabby. Appreciate your input.
Yeah, you know, Gabby was talking there, and like tears almost came from my eye because Junior, I don't know if you realize the thing about me, right? Out of all the young artists in Grenada, and I'm still calling myself young because I'm still young and I'm still upcoming, right? Do you see the respect that I show the artists who paved the way for people like myself?
Yeah.
If you talk to every artist who has paved the way, from the Jambo, the Inspector, the Randy, to this one, the Val Adams, even in my event last year, I did a contribution to them. Listen, I just get very emotional when I start talking about that. You understand? Right. Gabby said it best. I think we could end the interview now.
Yeah. you know, I think that, as Gabby said, to Gabby's point, I think there's a bigger problem. The systemic problem is that we could argue that they ain't serious about culture in Grenada. Because look, if you go to Trinidad, right there in Trinidad, you have people getting royalties for the music. In Grenada, radio station playing your music night and day, morning, noon, and night, and you don't get no money from that. So why is that?
And Junior, I've been fighting for this for years, from NMP to now. Like I told you 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, I was talking to Ron about that.
Yeah.
Now, how much of the other artists is also reaching out to do that? Junior, everything I do is not only to benefit me. And that's why when I do stuff, I don't come and talk about it on Facebook. Because you know something I learned? And I learned that from my parents, Junior. When you do something, you do it with the kindness of your heart. You don't do it to gain in return.
Right.
And when you see people coming and they're talking about what they do for people, these are the people you have to be careful with. You understand? I learned that from my parents. That's why when I do stuff, I don't go talking about what I do. I do a lot of stuff.
Right.
I'm not going to call who I help and what I do, whatever it is. I just giving all the other inside of what I've been doing. But it's been happening for years.
I understand what the problem is, Mr. Legz. And I think it's bigger, as you said, it's been happening for a while. So it's bigger than just the politics. People quick to get politics tied into, woven into everything. But it's not about politics.
That's why I said at the beginning, don't put politics in this.
It's fundamentally, the problem is fundamentally flawed when it comes to the art form. For many, many years, artists have been put on the back burner and not given the full respect. And that is an ongoing problem. It's a systemic problem. From every time there is a new administration, they adopt that same principle and nobody stepped in and really respect the artists as how they're supposed to respect the artists. Mm-hmm. Because I'm telling you, it is a slap in your face, and I know you know how it runs in Trinidad and other places.
Yeah.
When you have them places, you get any royalties on the radio.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Artists don't get the royalties, and stations playing the music night and day.
Junior Islands get royalties from St. Lucia.
Right. So what is that? That is the bigger problem, Mr. Legz. So I think to fix that problem, we need to pull back all the.
We need to fix that, and that's the project I've been working on lately. I'm trying to get that done, Junior.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
I'm trying to get that done. It may not benefit me, but it might benefit the younger ones who are coming up after me.
Right.
But I'm gonna make sure that I get that done, Junior. We have to get that done. I already got artists and producers into getting distribution royalties for the music. I already done that years ago. You understand? The next step is to host workshops so we have better quality music coming from Grenada, and to get people to start paying for our music being played on the radio station. Is very important because we put a lot of money into our music and we don't even make it back most of the time. 90% of the time we don't make it back. Right. I consider that.
I agree.
You understand?
On that note, we had to take a song break. I had to take a music break and I had to take some water break. Let's play a tune. This is one of my favorite Mr. Legz tune, and Mr. Legz know it. This is my tune right here. Check it out. Yeah, man, the song they have Mr. Legz. This one, I tell you, one of my favorite tunes. Mr. Legz knew it. One of my favorite tunes. Boss right here on the ride. Got a call on the line. Let's take this call. Caller, live, where you calling us from?
Good evening, Junior. I'm calling from Grenada.
Hey,
And good
how
evening
you
to your
doing? How you
guests.
doing? How you doing? How you doing?
I'm very well. How are you?
Good, good.
Okay, so I wanted to make some general comments, Junior. We should have some understanding and clarity as to who our cultural ambassadors are and what their roles and responsibilities are, because we know that they have an ambassadorial passport, right? Which gives them certain perks and so on. But I don't think the public, right, is aware as to what is Grenada expecting from them and what even they are expecting from Grenada. So it would be nice if someone from the Ministry of Culture could use any platform to educate the nation on that. Now, I have a second point to make regarding your caller's last point. I think she was bang on target, and I wanted to share an experience. I worked in the cultural foundation a few years ago, and every time around carnival season, they'll be like, okay, do passes for this one. And oftentimes the people who have to get the passes, Junior, are friends of ministers of government, for example, or they might be friends of people in the offices. And then you wonder, what about our real cultural icons? And I've said several times on Facebook that I don't think, for example, former Calypso monarchs should have to buy a ticket to attend the Marchra. I don't think winners of Soca Monarch, for example, should have to buy a ticket to attend Soca Monarch. You know, because we see ministers and their spouses and their other people in every cultural event. And oftentimes, Junior, they did not pay to attend. But the people who have made significant contributions to culture, I think these are the people we should honor. And when MCC ministers, for example, walk into cultural events, I don't want to know if they're present or not. Tell me when Tarfree come. Tell me when Tara the governor arrived. Tell me when Ways arrived. I don't want to know about this minister of social development is in Soca Monarch. That has nothing to do with me. Because when you do the math, the minister of social development would not have made a single contribution to culture before. So I agree that our cultural icons, those who've contributed significantly to the cultural art form, they should always be given respect. So the people who are putting this independence celebration together, though they could have never invited everyone, Junior. Let us be clear on that. There is no way they could have invited every artist or booked every artist to perform, whether big or large, up and coming. You know, there's no way. I mean, you have to think about the audience as well. And we could not have sat there for hours on listening. You understand? That's my contribution. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Very valid point.
Yeah. That's a very valid point, Junior.
Absolutely. Let's talk about fixing the problem, because we're not just gonna sit here and yap and not really.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, let's see the bigger picture, and that's why I'm surprised that there's still some people that didn't really get where I'm coming from with my post, because I broke it down really simple, Junior. I'm surprised. I mean, most of the people got it, like 90 to 95% of the people got it, but it's still one or two people. You just can't. But you know, that's life. You can't please everybody. You know, someone is gonna object to something.
Right. So we are agreeing that the problem is, at this point, a problem of the brokenness of the culture and how it is orchestrated and support, or lack of support for the artists. That is the problem. That is essentially the problem we're saying, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the powers that be, if they're watching right now, what is the message that you want to really convey to them? Because that's where we have to start to fix the problem.
Say that again, sorry. I missed that.
If the powers that be that's watching, whether it's the Minister of Culture, I'm sure if you're watching now, somebody probably tagging me, go watch it later. The people who are in the position to make the change, what do you want to say to them?
Firstly, I would say to them, Junior, let's start with respect first, right? And let's start opening our minds to changes. Because we need changes. We can't be operating like we're still in the 90s, 80s, and 90s, Junior. For what I understand, because remember, I'm close to a lot of artists who has been done it.
Right.
And they be telling me the same thing. It's been going on since in the 70s, 80s, 90s. We're in 2024, Junior.
Right.
You understand? So we need to open our minds to changes. We need to want to change. And we need to come together and make this happen. It's going to benefit everybody. It's not going to benefit one man only. It's going to benefit everybody. So let's start with respect. Let's respect the people who have made really good contribution to the art form. Right? So going into carnival events, especially national events, I think like these people shouldn't have any problem in getting in there. Put something in place. Let's put something in place to fix that, to save the embarrassment, Junior. Junior, even me, when it's Soca Monarch, I don't get a pass. Like, I remember last year, I think I did ask them for a pass. Did I get it? I can't remember. But I worked with Lunis Park and Electrify last year and Tallpree. You understand? And that's where I got my pass from. We shouldn't have to be going through that. And I don't see Junior big Grenadian artists just because they're not in the final, they're outside, like Gabby said, outside. Yo, talk to this person, see if you get a pass from me. Nah, Junior, them things don't make me get so emotional. We need to respect these guys who paved the way. Junior, if we had to do it like the Randy Isaac and the German and the Inspector, a lot of us would not be singing now. No, we have things in the computer to make us sound good. Back then, you have to sing your song right down, and they can't make a mistake. If you make a mistake, you have to go all over again.
Right.
They didn't have no auto-tune, anything like that to fix your vocals. These guys did it the hard way, and they opened doors for us.
Yes.
Let's put more respect. Let's give them more respect. Let's show them more appreciation. Right? And to the artists who are coming up like myself, we need to come together. And only when I speak, that's why sometimes I miss short pre now. Because only when I speak, you see other artists speaking too. And I can never get it. You understand? We need to own that respect. We need to own that respect, Junior. So the people in culture, listen to me carefully. Let's put the friend thing aside and the this aside and the politics aside. And let's do it for culture. Let's make this better. You understand? I'm willing to share ideas. That's why I reach out to Ron. That's why I reached out to Cox in the past. That's why I reached out to this one and this one, because I want to see it get better. You understand? We need to... come on. It's going to benefit everybody.
Right. Inclusive. Bring everybody.
Yeah.
Bring everybody inside. I agree. And I certainly agree that there is a systemic problem in terms of respecting the artists. Because as you said, Ajamu and Specky, and them, if Specky don't make it in the finals, they tell me Specky had to go and ask for a pass. Or
exactly.
Stand outside and beg for
Inspector was Grenada Michael Jackson. One of the greatest that ever passed and still is.
Right.
Ajamo, the Randy Isaac, the Val Adams, so much of them.
Right.
That's why I honor them. And when I'm around them, I'm happy to be around them. And me and all of them are friends.
Right.
I'm friends with all of them, Junior. And I give them that respect each and every time I see them.
Right.
You understand? Because I get emotional to see how we be treating them sometimes. And I don't want to stay in that business and get treated like that. That's why I'm fighting for certain things right now.
Right. Okay. All right. Give the artists some respect. Show the artists and them some respect. Put some respect on the artist names.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Let's see the bigger picture, man.
Yeah.
You think about, I should have reached out, and this is way bigger than that. This is way bigger than that. This has been happening for years. I remember Ajamo gave me a story one time years ago. He decided to stay out of the Calypso competition. And in Simmons there, they wanted to charge him to go in. You understand? So when I hear stories like that, Junior, it's giving me the motivation to want to fight for betterment.
Right.
And when I post, I'm not posting to come down on anybody. And as a cultural ambassador, I'm not going to stay quiet. And nothing is wrong with my post. I'm not going to apologize about it because I didn't say anything out of the way. What I'm talking, what I talk about is facts. And there's reasons behind my post. And we need to fix this. We need to get it better. We have to get it better.
Right.
And it's going to get better. I will fight for it, Junior. I'm telling you.
Well, I remember and recollect you being presented with the cultural ambassador. I believe that we even have that clip.
Results were announced.
When I got the result in Soca Monarch, I was actually backstage crying because I know how far I have come. When they was calling my name on stage and I wasn't appearing on stage, I was actually backstage. Yeah, I was in tears actually. I was in tears. I was so happy, tears of joy, knowing what I've been through. And you see this thing called determination? Trust me. You just gotta keep pushing. Don't give up.
Levon said the journey has just begun for him.
Thank you guys for the
Right. So that was Mr. Legz being presented after his big, massive victory in Trinidad and acclaimed as a cultural ambassador. But Mr. Legz, I think the message is clear.
Yeah.
The message is clear. We're saying that there is a systemic problem.
Yeah. So I'm not coming down or trying to be biased or anything like that. Like I said, and the main reason behind my post, I'm gonna say again, people, I do not like when people are saying things like he think he better than the culture. Junior, I don't like it.
Yeah.
You understand? Because I don't put myself out there like that. And it's all because sometimes when they don't see you doing Grenadian functions, they make that statement.
Right.
That's why my friend had to defend me at the barbershop, because the other guys who was there think that's the reason why. I just choose not to be a part of it. But it's not that.
Right.
It's not that, Junior. So it's bigger than that. The system is broken. We have to fix it.
All right. Point taken. Thank you, Mr. Legz, for coming in, and thanks for chatting with us. We hope that the powers of the people who could actually make a change actually do look seriously into fixing this problem that we have with culture. Mr. Legz, thanks again.
Yeah, man. And big up everybody who was listening. Big up all the artists. I see hello, everyone there. Gabi, the whole crew. Desi. One love. Remember, one Grenada. Let's put the green and yellow aside. This is not the time for that. This is not election time. This is time to build and take Grenada to another level. Up and up.
Yeah. Hold on. Before I cut you off, I think I have one more call. Final call from this caller right here. Caller, you live? Hello?
Hello, Junior.
Hey.
You hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm calling to talk about Mr. Legz. Even tonight there, I see someone is ashamed that we Grenadians, they don't know who Mr. Legz are. And when I saw the person put like, oh, who is Mr. Legz? I'm like, what do you mean? And all of Mr. Legz is saying there is so true. I hear it in my own mouth. They are saying that they think that he's bigger than what he is. But I'm not big in the, well, I watch a lot of show and I watch a lot of things and I watch a lot of people and I watch. I don't even think that the Calypsonians get the respect that they should. Like Mr. saying, Specky. I think like even all those top Calypsonians, I think that's how I should say it. We like all of them are ambassador. Yeah. I think them is one of how we should say it. We're big icons. And some people, I hear my own mouth already says, Specky's coming to Canada. Someone goes, oh, well, who is Specky? Specky is just like, a person like us. Well, Mr. Legz is coming. Mr. Legz is a regular person like that. And I goes, why do you guys think that way? I say, we should really hire to these kind of people. So what Mr. Legz is saying, they feel bad. And I think he should get invited. And I think that there's a lot of things that go ahead, and we have to blame we Canadian people. Because the way they put their things and the way they do things is not right.
Right.
So, and we can't even blame we can't even blame all on politicians and everything. Because like I said, maybe there is mistakes we would make. But like I said, he should have get invited, like you said, like our ambassador. All of them should have get invited to certain things. So that's my contribution for tonight. And I'm thinking that he should have come out and say what he said tonight. I think he's all right to say why he said tonight.
Okay. Thank you so much, caller. Thank you so much.
Thank you, caller. Thank you.
All hear that song? That is still song with us in English school. Yeah, what I'm saying. Well, show all we can do.
Bessie down for the sake of the party, Bessie down. Bessie down, girl, shake up your body, Bessie down. Hold some body and Bessie down for the sake of the party, Bessie down. Jump some body and Bessie down for the sake of the party, Bessie down. This is a warning, it's more than a wine. When I tell you Bessie down, find your partners in crime. Everyone in the party, all your hold hands and make a circle. Follow the instructions, this dance is very simple. You cannot be shy at all when you hear that you name call. Whether you're fat, slim or tall, do something to make them fall. Time to boss your best move, show them all what you could do. This is another chance for you to freestyle and dance. Bessie down for the sake of the party, Bessie down. Bessie down, girl, shake up your body, Bessie down. Hold some body and Bessie down for the sake of the party, Bessie down. Jump some body and Bessie down for the sake of the party, Bessie down. Yo, this is a dance for everyone to try. Whether you're young or old, yes, you're getting a blind. Even politicians, public workers, school children too. They're doing the Bessie dance. Everyone catching Bessie through. You cannot be shy at all when you hear that you them call. Whether you're fat, slim or tall, do something to make them fall. Time to boss your best move. Show them all what you could do. This is another chance for you to freestyle and dance. Bessie down for the sake of the party, Bessie down. Bessie down, girl, shake up your body, Bessie down. Hold some body and Bessie down for the sake of the party, Bessie down. Jump some body and Bessie down for the sake of the party, Bessie down. Hey, 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 oh gosh. 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 You when you hear that you them call, whether you're fat, slim or tall, do something to make them fall. Time to boss your best move, show them all what you could do. This is another chance for you to freestyle and dance. Bessie down for the sake of the party, Bessie down.
Yeah, big up Mr. Legz, of course. Thanks for coming through, guys. Guys, before we take a quick commercial break, remember I was showing you this, the Grenadian 50th anniversary handcrafted signs and Grenadian emblem. We have the flag, right? So here's what, guys, I want to give these away. I want to give some of these away, right? I want to give it away. Well, not really give away. You have to pay for it. I ain't giving it for free, right? So anybody who want this, let me know. Just give me some stars. Anyone give us 500 stars and above, you're getting one. This is my favorite one. So if you give me 500 stars right now, I mean, you're hitting 500 stars right now, you're getting this one. Right here. Right here, this one is yours. And we're celebrating 50, so I want 500 stars. You can give me 1,000 stars, it's fine. But we're starting with 500. 500, 1,000, you give me 2,000 stars, I'm giving it away. So guys, star it up. Now, if you give me 2,000 stars, like if you really, really, like you just like the program, and you want to give me 2,000 stars, I'm giving you some license plate covers like these. But you have to give me at least 2,000 stars for that. I ain't giving you that for no 100 stars. Press that stars. There you go, guys. So I'm watching all you. Now, if you give me about 5,000 stars, guys, you give me about 5,000 stars, I'm giving you this really nice, you see the Riders headphones? The best headphone. Let me tell you, this is a Bluetooth headphone, eh? It's bad like Yaz. Telling you. See it? Riders headphone. Give me about 5,000 stars and you get this headphone right now. I send it off to you. No, I ain't want them kind of pure stars. No, not that kind of stars. No, you're wrong for that. You're wrong for that. I don't want them stars. The stars. So go and get your stars. Go and hook up your stars and give us some stars. And we also have these bumper stickers, eh? Getting bumper stickers too. I don't want them pia stars, I tell you. Them kind of stars and them, you can't do nothing with them. No, you gotta give me stars. And listen, if you give me about 10,000 stars, that might sound like a lot, but it's really not a lot. I'm giving you a free ride. This weekend we're going off to, we're gonna ride and bike and ride. Ride and tube. We're starting in Pearls Airport and we're going all the way to Baltazar and we're riding and tubing. So if you give me about 10,000 stars, I'll give you a pass. I'll give you a free bike for this Thursday excursion. No joke, 10,000 stars. It might seem like a lot, but it's not a lot, guys. Come on. Star it up. Not that kind of stars. I see Stephanie give me some kind of stars. They know. You have to know where they have to get the stars and how to give the stars. Okay? You have to stop that. All right? How much stars do you think I should take to give you guys one of these bags? How much stars? How many stars? Eh? What about? Yeah? How much? How much stars? $20. Yes, that's all it is. $20. Exactly. 5,000, 50,000, maybe 50,000 stars. Maybe the most star giver. Anyway, guys, we'll be right back. Don't move. I got some closing words right after this.
For an exhilarating adventure? Then look no further than Ride Excursions and Tours. Get ready to explore the great outdoors like never before with our powerful e-bikes. Discover breathtaking sightseeing tours around the island. Feel the wind in your hair and experience nature in its purest form. Now, whether you're a seasoned rider or a beginner, our e-bikes are perfect for everyone. Call us at 473-422-1011 to book your excursion or visit ridersebikes.com. That's ridersebike.com to reserve your spot. Unleash your adventurous spirit with Ride Excursions and Tours, where every journey becomes an unforgettable adventure.
Development Authority of Grenada, PDA, is enforcing regulations to curb illegal, disorderly, and unauthorized development in several locations throughout the state of Grenada. The authority is concerned that structures mainly associated with vending are negatively impacting the environment, has undesirable public health and sanitation consequences, present obstructions to vehicle and pedestrian traffic, can become projectiles during adverse weather conditions, and generally affect the aesthetics of the nation. The PDA will work along with stakeholder ministries and institutions to effect the demolition, removal, and disposal of structures which fall in the category of illegal and disorderly development, commencing January 2024. In this regard, persons who vend in or occupy such illegal structures are advised to secure their personal belongings and have the structures removed ahead of the planned PDA demolition operations. These actions of the PDA have become necessary to safeguard and protect public health and the environment, ensure the safety and well-being of all citizens and visitors, discourage any future disorderly construction, and encourage compliance to regulations pertaining to physical development in the state of Grenada. This is a message from the Planning and Development Authority of Grenada.
Ministry of Tourism and Economic Development and the Grenada Tourism Authority extend a warm welcome to visitors and returning nationals visiting for Carnival and summer vacation. We do hope you enjoy your stay with us, and we invite you to return with friends and family to celebrate our 50th anniversary of independence on 7th February 2024. Tourism is my business, your business, our business.
It's It's Instacash Grenada. Imagine a game with no numbers to choose from, no draws to wait on, and you can play it every day, including Sunday. That's Instacash. It's fast, it's easy to play, and you win prizes instantly. Instacash. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA. Making dreams come true.
Guys, it's almost that time. Everyone is heading on to Grenada, guys. We're all heading on to Grenada for the independence celebration. Big independence celebration. And we're flying with who? JetBlue. Yeah, JetBlue have two, not one, but two daily non-stop flights to Grenada. One from Boston. And on Saturdays, guys, they have a flight that's leaving from New York, one stop in Boston, and from Boston to Grenada. But if you're in Boston, it's straight flight straight to Grenada, right? Fly with JetBlue right now with still great fares, excellent fares to Grenada. And a frequent flyer like myself, guys, I have points. I travel with JetBlue points. So when you see me flying all over the place, it's points. I have like about, what, 1 million something points. Yeah, I have points for so. So I'll be in Grenada. Next time you see me, I might just be on the beach. Yeah, because why? I'm flying with JetBlue. Anybody want to fit in my suitcase? Feel free. I have space. See you in Grenada for the massive 50th anniversary celebration. Guys, so we spoke about this earlier at the top of the program. Which camera is mine? You? Oh, yeah, you. All right, spoke about it at the top of the program, guys. I think that if it is in fact true that their fraction of the population is pushing towards a boycott to the celebration, it could only hurt the entire Grenada. I think every hand should be on deck in promoting culture, promoting Grenada, promoting the 50th anniversary, to get as much people to come in. Because when people come in, guys, everybody benefit. The tour operators benefit. The taxi man benefit. The person that's selling corn, skin up. People are selling little thing on the side of the street, they benefit. Everybody benefit. And at the end of the day, it trickles down. It trickles down. Right? Think about all the flights that coming in and the finances that is going into Grenada. When you have all the flights, all these people, all this energy, so many people coming to celebrate. We need that. We need that, guys. So we shouldn't be talking anything or uttering anything about boycotting, nothing. Let us all support 100%. Support. Now is not the time for that, as my homeboy said. Now is not the time for that. All right? Let's support. I don't want to hear nothing about boycotting, nothing. If you have a problem with certain people, meet them, call them, have a meeting with them, shout out, and have a scream match with them in an office. Don't come and talk nothing about no boycott, nothing, because we're going straight forward with celebrating Grenada 50th anniversary. And we don't want no tree set up pin. Why is that? That makes no sense. Anyway, guys. The program finished already. Me just yapping going on. But still, guys, let us support. It's one Grenada. One single Grenada. Okay? Peace out. Good night. On behalf of all of our production team here at Ride Along Live, our senior executive producer, Lois JJ, hardest working producer in the business. I'm Junior George. Gonna put on my rider's headphone from here and rock on to some music. Go and sleep with some music in my ear because it's noise canceling headphones, you know. When people yelling at me, I don't hear it. Yeah? You need to cop yourself one of these, all right? Good night. See you guys tomorrow. Kibbs, big up yourself. Gail, big up yourself. Oh, guys, I can't big up enough. Oh, Lord have mercy. This Sunday, we have 2 more spaces left, guys. 2 more spaces left. If you're a true rider if you are a true rider and you want to ride with us, this Sunday, we are riding in St. Andrew. We're starting at Pearls Airport. You're getting your breakfast, so we get you to St. Andrew. We start at Pearls Airport. We ride through Pearls, Paradise, Lafayette, go up so, head down, bus out over by Mellows. All of a sudden, you're all the way by Mellows, Balthazar area. Drive down Balthazar area. That is a good one. That is a good, like, 45 minutes ride, eh? Bus out in Balthazar, and then we go in on Tube, and then we ride, and we go be on the Tube on Balthazar River. You don't get better than that. You don't get better than that, guys. But in order to be a part of this ride on this e-bikes, you have to register. We have 2 spots left. 2 spots left. 2 spots left. And by the time this program finishes, we ain't gonna have no spots left. So if you want to be a part of it, if you're a true rider, you got to call this number right now. Book, walk into the kiosk, and put your down payment in. And Sunday, we're riding in St. Andrew. It's going to be an amazing ride. A ride like no other. And guys, these are the actual bikes, right? These are the actual e-bikes. You see it? You see it there? Fat wheel tires. Yeah, you see it? And e-bikes, so when you're going up hills and things, you don't even have to paddle. You don't have to pedal. You just you have an engine, but it's powered. And last week, we had a great time in St. Patrick. Week before that, we had a great time in St. Mark. This week, we head into where? St. Andrew. Big parish! Yeah. So book right now with the number 473-422-1011 or inbox us right here on Ride Along Live if you want to go. We have 2 spots left, guys. 2 spots left. And then it's done. It's over. Peace out, everybody. Good night. Catch you guys again tomorrow. Good night.
Bessie, Mr. Legz HD. Oh, let me go. Hey.
All hear that song? That is still song with us in the school. Yeah, what I'm saying. Wash you all the can do.
Hey, let me go. Bessie down for the sake of the party. Bessie down. Bessie down. Girl, shake up your body. Bessie down. Hold some body and Bessie down for the sake of the party. Bessie down. Jam some body and Bessie down for the sake of the party. Bessie down. This is a warning. It's more than a wine. When I tell you Bessie down, find your partners in crime. Everyone in the party, all your hold hands and make a circle. Follow the instructions. This dance is very simple. You cannot be shy at all. When you hear that you name call, whether you're fat, slim or tall, do something to make them fall. Time to boss your best move. Show them all what you could do. This is another chance for you to freestyle and dance. Bessie down for the sake of the party. Bessie down. Bessie down. Girl, shake up your body. Bessie down. Hold some body and Bessie down for the sake of the party. Bessie down. Jam some body and Bessie down for the sake of the party. Bessie down. Yo, this is a dance for everyone to try. Whether you're young or old, yes, you're getting a blind. Even politicians, public workers, children too. They're doing the Bessie dance. Everyone catching Bessie food. Oh gosh, you cannot be shy at all. When you hear that you name call, whether you're fat, slim or tall, do something to make them fall. Time to boss your best move. Show them all what you could do. This is another chance for you to freestyle and dance. Bessie down for the sake of the party. Bessie down. Bessie down. Girl, shake up your body. Bessie down. Hold some body and Bessie down for the sake of the party. Bessie down. Jam some body and Bessie down for the sake of the party. Bessie down. Hey. 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 Oh gosh. 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 You cannot be shy at all. When you hear that you name call, whether you're fat, slim or tall, do something to make them fall. Time to boss your best move. Show them all what you could do. This is another chance for you to freestyle and dance. for me, baby. Lord, 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 Lord. Lord, Lord, yeah. Some descriptions I cannot say, like humble abode. Oh no, no, no. Can't call Grenada home. Can't call Grenada home. This place sweet like honey. I call it honeycomb. Can't call Grenada home. I can't call Grenada home. This place sweet like honey. I call it honey. Can't call Grenada home. It's a whole heap of vibes when you come to Grenada. Can't call Grenada home. It's a whole heap of niceness down in Grenada. Can't call Grenada home. Whole set of honey bees. Can't call Grenada home. It's the sweetness for me, baby. If you ask me to describe the love and the care that we share as a nation, first I will describe the bees on the trees and the leaves when they spread pollination. We survive invasion and Hurricane Ivan. And with self-preservation we pull through all situations. We might not have a lot, yet still we proud of what we got. No pride and we full of plenty love. Give praise to the Father up above. If you want to feel safe, brother man, this is the place. Home with the rhythm and waist. Smile on we face, greet with a warm embrace. This place amazing. Anyways, can't call Grenada home. Can't call Grenada home. This place sweet like honey. I call it honeycomb. Can't call Grenada home. I can't call Grenada home. This place sweet like honey. I call it honey. Can't call Grenada home. It's a whole heap of vibes when you come to Grenada. Can't call Grenada home. It's a whole heap of niceness down in Grenada. Can't call Grenada home. Whole set of honey bees. Can't call Grenada home. It's the sweetness for me, baby. Give Grenada credit. Oh, we handle the pandemic. Mask on, corona in it. But we rather postpone than spread it. Tech Jones about to go and edit. Now speak porn when I say I feel fetish. Can't wait for carnival, come back and girls start to bend it. Bend and then send it. Have the best mass in Grenada. We create the mass like we went into labor. Start up the madness like alternator. Feel like we do them parties a favor. Best job in Grenada. Call with the black instigator. Only thing that we lack is behavior. Save all the jamming for later. Anyways, I can't call Grenada home. Can't call Grenada home. This place sweet like honey. I call it honeycomb. Can't call Grenada home. I can't call Grenada home. Everybody got the gloves? Right. All right.
Grenada from this perspective. Yeah. These are places that the regular taxi guys can't take. No, they can't. You know, you're smelling the nice mountain air. Exactly. Listening to the breeze. You know what I mean? And just the actual feel of roughing it in the outdoors.
Beautiful forest of Denmark. Yeah.
In difficulty, this trail, I give it a 9 out of 10. For me. But the fun aspect of it, I'll give it a 10 out of 10 for fun.
For this challenge, you need to go to the gym and physical up yourself.
Oh, this experience has been an amazing experience. To be honest, it's one of my first hike, bike ride in the forest, nature. I mean, it's amazing.
Doing this, I initially thought that it would be a great experience for people to come out, get the exercise, get the physical workout, burn some calories, at the same time get to learn about Grenada, because it's all eco-friendly and it's all community tourism. That's what we promoted.
I tell you, hey, e-biking, blaze a shop like a razor. We riding, e-bike.